Hello everybody, how you doing guys? Dave Fritz here, you're watching Dave Fritz TV. Thanks for joining in today. Guys, as always, I've got some great content for you today. Today what we're going to talk about is tips for aspiring entrepreneurs. Hopefully that's you. Guys, the main thing about being an entrepreneur is basically learning how to do it, when to do it, and exactly why to do it, okay? But today we're going to talk about a few topics that hopefully will help you in your entrepreneurial search. The first thing I want to talk about, guys, is learn to say no, okay? There's a lot of great things in life that people just want to say yes, yes, yes to, and then they find out it's dragging them down. I have a minister friend that was always saying yes to everything, and he got so dragged down at work, he basically had kind of like a mental breakdown and had to take a sabbatical for a while because he was just overdone with trying to do good things. Guys, there's a lot of good things to do in this world, but we simply cannot answer yes to every one of them. So you got to learn when to say no. And we're going to teach you how to do that. But learn how to say no. And basically it's balancing things out. You know, and you're going to learn from the other topics that we're talking about today how to balance those out. That gets us into number 2. Your magic number. That's what I call what it actually costs you to survive per month. Now, I was in another business before I became a business coach, an entrepreneur. And I was basically in the service industry. And it wasn't my dream, trust me, it wasn't my dream. So I did have a dream and I wanted to know how to pursue it. I had to find out a magic number, meaning how much does it cost me bare bones to live per month so I can pursue my dream. Okay, so what happened was once I learned my magic number, I still was at my regular job in the service industry, but I started pursuing my dream. Now when my dream got to my magic number, I was able to say goodbye to my job, okay? I was actually able to wave goodbye to my job. Now notice I did not jump into something without having any income. I didn't just go for my dream, shoot for the stars, and do absolutely nothing. I waited till my magic number was met in pursuing my dream, and that's what I'm telling you guys to do. Make sure that you calculate and you know what it costs you to truly live per month and make it before you wave goodbye to your old job, okay? Nothing wrong with following dreams, nothing wrong with pursuing all this kind of stuff, but do it in an orderly fashion, guys, so you don't get tripped up and do the wrong things and find yourself in bankruptcy court, okay? So try and do these steps like we teach you here, and it will save you a lot of grief. Some of the things we've learned here is because we've made mistakes ourselves, and we don't want you to make the same mistakes. So that's our goal here at Dave Fritz TV, to help you get somewhere without suffering like we did. Number 3, don't rely on your emotional cues. Okay, what that basically means is a lot of times people, I like to use this term, I feel I should do this. I feel I should do that. But you know, the funny thing about it is your emotions are not stable like my emotions are not stable. We cannot base reality on emotions, okay? So don't let your emotions get the best of you. Make sure you operate in facts, okay? Anything you're out there pursuing, don't go, well, I'm doing it just because I feel good about it. I feel I want to do that. Know why you want to do it. Actually write a list of the top 10 reasons you want to go into something, and then write the reasons why maybe you shouldn't go into it, and let it balance out. But do not operate on emotional highs, okay? One of the things I can honestly tell you guys, and I absolutely hate this, and I hope I'm not hurting anybody out there when I say this, but the month of March was very busy for me. I was out on the road pretty much traveling all over the United States from coast to coast, believe it or not, meeting with the top e-commerce people pretty much in the world. And one of the things I absolutely hate when I go to a convention, trade show, whatever it may be, I hate the hype, guys. You will see anything I ever try and do on Dave Fritz TV, I do not create hype. I don't want to go to a convention and throw around a glow stick. I don't want to be dancing on stage. I don't want to be throwing a beach ball around the audience. I don't need that kind of hype, guys. When I go and I'm paying good money to go to one of these things, I don't want to have hype influence me in any way. And you will notice, because this is something, just a total tactic in marketing, is any kind of convention you go to, what they try and do is they try and create scarcity. We only have 15 of these, we only have 10 of these, and and then you see the people running up, and you don't want to be left out, so you run up too, and the next thing you know, you just spent $50,000 on something you can't afford, and they said no problem, just pay $2,000 a month for the rest of your life on your credit card. See what I'm getting at, guys? Don't be influenced by your emotion. Don't let the hype get the best of you. I was just at a convention the other day, as a matter of fact, and I was sitting there, and everybody was running up on stage. They were wearing hats and all kinds of stuff. And this lady came to me to try and get me go up on stage and dance around and with a hat on and throw around a glow stick. And I basically looked at her, and I wasn't rude, but I just said, "I'll pass, no thank you." Because guys, I'm there to focus. When I go somewhere to learn something, I am there to focus. I don't need hype to sell me on anything. As a matter of fact, that should be one of the biggest warnings to you, that you may not be getting the value that you deserve when somebody is forcing hype on you, okay? Think about it. You go somewhere, you got to be emotionally sucked into something, hearing about someone's tragic story, and now they made, their first $100,000, and, this and that. I mean, guys, come on. I just don't like to hear hype. And if you're hearing a lot of hype in anything that you're doing out there, you better be wary, guys, because somebody's trying to pull something over on you, probably, in most cases, okay? So don't let that hype, don't let those emotions get to you. Go by fact, research, things that you know are true. And guys, let's face it, good old common sense, right? Good old common sense should tell you a lot too. So if you use your good old common sense, facts, research, push the hype aside, you'll be right on every time, guys. You know what I'm saying? Okay, number 4. Is it worth it? Now, what do I mean by that? Is it worth it? Is whatever you're pursuing in life, is it worth it to you? Because of the time you're going to spend, is it going to free you up and give you more time with your friends and family and to vacation and enjoy this life that we've been so graciously given? That's what you have to decide. Is this worth it? Is my dream of pursuing this worth it? Is it going to free me up, or is it going to bury me? Now that's what you got to be careful, guys, because of a lot of things in life that we get ourselves into can bury us, literally or figuratively, but it can bury you. So you got to be careful. You have to figure out, what goal am I trying to obtain? Am I trying to obtain a goal that it's going to free me up and I can enjoy life more, do more with my kids, get out there and water ski and go out on the boat and go to the beach and whatever it may be? Or do you want to be buried in your office 7 days a week, and yeah, you're making more coin, but now your life has just passed you by? Guys, I was really hit hard one time, and I'll be honest with you. I was listening, and I don't remember who sings it, but it was a country star, and he was singing this song called Pictures. And it just hit me like a ton of bricks, because that's how I felt. This country music star was so popular that he was going around the world and everything, and he missed everything about his young child growing up. All he had was pictures. So the first birthday, all he was sent was pictures. The first communion, pictures. Whatever it may have been, he followed his child growing up with pictures, not the real thing. And to tell you another story real quick, I remember going in a hot air balloon about 10 years ago, and I went over the Napa Valley, and it was incredible, guys, because I'm up in this hot air balloon up above the clouds and up above other hot air balloons. There were probably about 40 other hot air balloons, and the whole time I was there with my cell phone camera, whatever, filming the whole thing. And finally the guy came up to me who was piloting the balloon, and he said, "Look, I don't want to rain on your parade here, buddy, but you're missing the whole thing. You're so busy filming this that you're not actually enjoying the experience." Now, I hope that helps you guys, because it is really true. You have to make sure what you're doing is actually worth it. Okay? The time you're spending, is it worth it? One other little thing I can give you here, kind of getting off the subject a little bit, is if you're young, if you're still in your 20s or whatever, if you're very, young, starting life as an entrepreneur, one thing I can tell you that will be very valuable to me, because I'm 54 now, and I've realized this later. I wish I knew this earlier. But whatever you're doing in life and whatever you're going after, make sure it has longevity. Meaning, if you're going to put all this time into it throughout your life, make sure it's not a fad that's going to go in and out in 3 weeks, 3 months, 3 years, whatever. Make sure whatever you're doing has some longevity to it, okay? I didn't want to get off on that too much, but make sure it has some longevity. And guys, the fifth tip. As you know, I talk a lot about giving and Christian principles and stuff like that. Why? Because I know they work. That's all I can tell you. And I never shove anything down your throat, guys, but I do want to tell you when I know something that works, just like I share these tips with you. One thing I can say is give back and always play it forward. What does that mean, Dave? I'm sure some of you have been to McDonald's and you've seen this happen. Really quick story on playing it forward. I was in McDonald's one time, and 3 of the cars in front of me in the drive-thru had all miraculously on their own, without thinking about this, decided to pay for the car in back of them. So it came my turn, and I'm seeing this go on, that all these people pay. So I wanted to play it forward too. So I paid for the car in back of me. I just wonder how long that went on that day. But guys, there's something to be said to playing it forward. If you're an entrepreneur and you have certain gifts, share it with other people, man. Get out there and be a mentor to other people. Get out there and do things for free. Get out there and help people, guys. It will only come back to you. I don't care if you want to call it karma, whatever term there is out there for that. But just get out there and give back in this world. You will feel, 1, better about yourself. You 2, will be helping somebody. And the good book says things will be showered on you for doing it. So you really can't lose, guys. So I just wanted to share that with you too. Play it forward and give back. Once you have some, things that you do really well, get out there and help other people who aren't as fortunate. Get out there and help them. Guys, I hope this helped you today. I wanted to just go over these quick tips to help you in your entrepreneurial journey. And just get out there and enjoy life, guys. And remember the tips I gave you. Share them with other people. Please subscribe to Dave Fritz TV. And God bless this wonderful nation. A hooey ho. Till we meet again, Dave Fritz signing out.